It's Pinky.
Are we live? Oh.
It's Friday.
I see it.
This is seriously like my favorite time of the week.
Yeah.
I have looked forward to this since we hit the end stream button last week. And we are so excited to hang out with you gals again as we chit chat. You know, who knows what we're going to talk about today. Sometimes we know a little bit, but not really. We just come on here because we love hanging out with you.
Sometimes we don't know anything.
No, listen, we got a Truckee over here on the road again. On the road again.
I was doing na 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 na.
I know. I'm like, don't sing. We might get muted. You know, those bots, they don't like us to sing copyrighted music.
Honestly.
I'm a DD girl. You guys know that. And not double Ds. I'm a DD girl.
I mean,
so
listen.
I've got my Duncan. I mean, you know.
I'm right there. So
we don't have Duncan here. Do you know that? We don't have
that would upset. Well, there's many things that upset me about where you live, but that would be the worst.
It's not the worst. Unfortunately, it's not the worst. Or
I know.
I'm not sure.
Not a starving girl. Sage, what do you have? Do you have coffee this week, Sage?
I do have coffee today.
Your husband must be working.
No, actually, he's home. I actually made it. I know. He's downstairs. He didn't hear you.
Well, we're starting off strong today.
No, before this, I was like, I'm gonna make another half a pot. Yeah.
Excellent.
That's a cute mug. Do you know? See, look at that mug. That is an old 70s style mug. Those were the 70s mugs. Of course, that side isn't, but the other side. That's so cute, though.
I got this from Bear Country. So, you know, one of the perks of our business is that we can take it anywhere, right? And when we go on vacation and all that stuff, like, yeah, I know you're in the car. And I love this mug. So whenever I'm a coffee mug collector in a way.
Oh, okay.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And so any place I go, I'm like, ooh, do they have there has to be a large size.
It has to be. It's really all about the handle. For me, like that is the judge of a good coffee cup is like, can you like all the whole paw has to fit. The whole paw has to fit.
Whole paw.
See, and I'm like, how much?
We're not even 3 minutes in. Okay.
No. Guys. I'm in the middle just trying to keep you all together.
No, listen, you couldn't do it last week.
No,
you tried. You tried.
Do we have any comments yet? Let's see.
Jan Zimmerman is saying hello. Somebody else says good morning. Oh my goodness. Good morning. Good
they're
morning.
hopping on today. They're coming. Say hello. Make sure that you do a little hashtag live, hashtag replay.
We're men just pulled up. Hello, sir. Nice to meet you. Two men just pulled up and they're like, hello. I'm like, hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Listen, the old man wants to get in on the action. Listen, it's
you know what? He might have heard you say a big paw and he looked over this way. I don't know.
So I could do that.
Okay.
Okay, so listen, we have 2 drinks today.
He's double fisting. Double fisting. So get your head out the gutter. So I just want to say something. When you mentioned get your head out the gutter, this is children's show sometimes. When you mentioned about the handle of a mug, so my previous company, we had dinnerware. And one of the things I used to talk about, and this is really true from the time I was young, my mother always talked that you can determine how good a dinnerware set is by the way the mug fits in your hand. That like the handle of the mug and how the mug, if it's cheaply done, the handle will be thin on your fingers and the mug will not. I mean, no lie. Like that was one of the things I used to talk about with my previous company.
Interesting.
And my mother had, you know, back then you had China, you know.
Yes.
So her china is quite beefy. It comes from Ontario, Canada. My mother's china. I have it. And the handles and the mugs, I mean, like they really are. And back then they had like really tiny.
It was like dainty. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just thought when you said that, I thought that was funny. Hey, there's a ton of people on. Good morning, everyone. Hello. He probably thinks that I'm sitting in the vehicle having a conversation with my imaginary friend. Well, he's a burly man. He's smoking. Smoke him if you got him, sir. Hello again. Whatever. I make friends wherever I go.
That's right. Listen, it's fine.
Don't we all? Like, yes.
Okay, so wait. What is your DD coffee? Is it just regular?
I just get a black coffee because
Just
I bring
black.
my own creamer. I'm that bougie. I
Okay,
have a
so what is the
specific-
creamer of choice?
Okay, so I'm really bougie. So I use a little bit of almond milk, unsweetened, and
Yep.
I use coconut. It is it's shitty for you. Excuse my French, but it is. But I have to have it. It's the International Delight.
Oh, girl.
Okay. The fact you have the entire bottle, not
Oh.
just like
Almond
This is how
joys
bougie
are
we
my
are. Here's my husband.
favorite.
Here's my husband. And we have it in a cooler with ice packs. I
I
kid
was
you
gonna
not.
Oh,
say, do you have a cooler?
You are my kind of people. This is
Of course
why
we
we're
do.
friends.
We got a
love
cooler.
this.
We don't go
Yum.
anywhere without a cooler.
Yum.
Yeah, so
Okay,
I'm a little
Lisa,
bougie. I have to have it a
What's
certain
in
way.
what is your coffee combined with?
Mine? Or okay.
Yeah,
I,
we have people, right?
Yeah, caffeinated for sure. No Lutheran tea here. That's what we call decaf.
No.
Lutheran tea.
Lutheran.
And then frothed almond milk, and I put honey in mine. So no creamer.
Ooh,
I love just
you're so
honey,
healthy.
unsweetened almond milk, and a froth. And
Honey in your coffee. Interesting.
yeah,
I don't
and-
know that I've ever put honey in my coffee.
Never put
What?
honey in my coffee.
No.
I put honey in tea. I've never put honey in coffee ever.
Yeah.
it's fantastic. And
Okay, I'm
honestly,
gonna try
like,
it.
so we talked about bougie. Whenever we road trip anywhere, I pack my frother.
Oh,
And
definitely.
I pack my honey. Like,
Yes.
absolutely. Mhm.
Yeah,
Very
the frother is like, yes, it's
Oh,
life changing.
on
It
point,
makes the
my
whole
friend.
coffee taste
Uh-huh.
different.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Isabel
I
loves to have my coffee in a creamer. It's cooler. And somebody said honey and cinnamon.
Ooh, yeah.
I
you can
definitely have put
solo.
cinnamon in my coffee for sure, but I need to try this honey situation.
I'm gonna try the
Okay.
honey thing too.
All right.
All right.
Go ahead,
what's
Jen.
your-
What's your coffee, Jen?
Well, today it's just iced coffee. All right, but I
Iced coffee.
don't like to order complicated coffees because I don't want to be that person. But with Starbucks, when I can make it complicated in the app and I don't have to say it to anybody, then I make it a little bit complicated.
I don't know how to order from there.
Okay. So we did just iced coffee. All right. And then we put 2 pumps of, now I gotta read this. Caramel? Sugar? No, I don't know what that even is. Oh, sugar cookie syrup. Sugar cookie syrup. Okay.
Okay.
And then vanilla, sugar-free vanilla, little sugar-free vanilla, and a little pump of dark caramel sauce. One little squirt, okay, and oat milk.
Can we just talk about the fact that right away, the moment you said pumps, I'm out? Like, I don't know how many pumps you need and how many. We pull up to a Starbucks once a year, literally, and I have to open my app and go, what in the even ridiculous size do I order? I don't even understand this venti latte. I don't
I
get it.
know.
Okay.
Usually it's just like iced coffee, sugar-free vanilla,
Perfect.
and we're done.
That I can do.
But
That I can do.
Today's Friday coffee.
Today's
So I'm
Friday.
gonna
Bougie. You must have been a good mom this week, Miss
You're
Jen.
a good mom this week.
I was. Thank you. I'll take it.
I
That's like
am
3 weeks in a
gonna
row, right? Woo! Let me roll.
Can we get some comments of how you take your coffee? How about that?
Yeah.
Let's drop right
Drop
now in the comments. Tell us. And you know there's going to be the people that go, I don't drink coffee. So if you're going to say I don't drink coffee, tell us what you drink instead. Are you a
That's
lemon water person? People do lemon water in the morning.
Diet
People
Coke.
do tea in the morning, Diet Coke in the morning. Some people are,
Yep.
popping open,
Listen, they're hitting that McDonald's drive-through for a crispy Coke in the
DC's.
morning.
DC's,
So-
man. Yep.
Yeah.
Iced tea with lemon. People do that in the morning. So drop in the comments. Let us know, what's your morning brew? What is the thing that you have to have every morning? I am a coffee girl. I love the Lutheran tea comment though. That's good. I'm a coffee girl, and I mean, to be quite honest, I don't know if you gals are like, I don't experiment with a lot of drinks. I'm a coffee, water, vodka person. That's what I drink. Those are the 3 things I drink. But you got that first sip in the morning. It's medicinal. It's medicinal.
So I will say that I know I'm so spoiled. I know this. But Trent brings me my first cup of coffee while I am still in bed and puts it on the side table. And when I roll over and, like take that first sip before I'm even like fully awake, fully sat up, like just that, like it is like that first sip is like, okay, there's life today. We can do this. This is how,
it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter what your day to face your day. That's part of your morning ritual.
It is.
Love it. Love it.
Totally
Could have waited until Craig was in the room to say that.
Oh, okay, listen, you just give me a wink, and we'll let you, we could
when
repeat
Big Daddy
this
gets back from the Harbor Freight. I'd like you to repeat that, please. When Big Daddy gets back from the Harbor Freight.
I got you. I got both of you. You give me the wink, and we'll talk about big paws and coffee.
Love it. Green juice and then coffee. Okay, somebody brought up green juice. And I have to say, like, so I've been trying a new drink this week. And I'm not one to get a lot of my good veggies in my diet. Like, and so I recently, the place I order my vitamins from has a powdered green, like vegetable thing. I should go run and get it from my fridge. Like, you're supposed to keep the powder in the fridge, but it tastes like berry, you guys. So it doesn't like taste like the green. Cause I'm weird. If it's green, I probably won't drink it.
Really?
I just know.
I'm mind blown by this.
It's a mind thing. So like if it's a berry looking red, like woo, yes.
Okay.
So I've been trying it. It's actually really tasty. And I've been putting like a scoop of protein powder in with it and shaking it up. And it's like a berry smoothie.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. And I want to know, Marisol is the one that's talking about the green juice. I need to know what kind that you're doing if you're making it yourself. Because I have also had in my email cart situation, the Clean Simple Eats. Have you seen that company?
Yeah.
And they have greens powder. And I have been wanting to try them because same situation. Like, I definitely need to be better about this. And if that is such a great, they have like a peach, I think it is like a.
Yeah, they're fruity tasting. Yeah.
Yeah, there's all sorts of different flavors.
All
I have
kinds.
to say the berry one is really good, and they do make a kids version. So like, because my kids
are not too. Yeah.
My kids are not great vegetable, no, at all. So that's a mom confession on a Friday. And so like if I can get it into their system in a different way, like
sure.
Yeah. So
hey, you have to be creative. My mother used to take all the vegetables from the week and make a soup out of them at the end of the week, and then she pureed, I should say, and added a ham bone, and then noodles, and we would eat that soup, and we never knew we were eating all the vegetables from the week.
Exactly.
That's how, literally, I never had trouble with vegetables because I'm a huge, as you know, I put up food on my thing all the time. I'm a huge vegetable eater. One time when with my IBS stuff, the doctor's like, you might want to get rid of raw. I'm like, that's impossible because I eat that much raw a week. Like, no, I can't do that. I would Jones without that. Right. But my son is a big eat your rainbow. I always said to him, eat a rainbow. Like your plate should look like a rainbow. But I will say, Jen, if you're looking into the powders, and I'm sure you've done this, but here's just a little tip. Go into Amazon, look them up, and then read the reviews. The reviews are where it's at because that's where they tell you, that's where because they're saying some of them are like the ones they're advertising on the socials. I don't want to say any names, but they're saying they're giving them to all like everybody to share for free because they want you buying them, and they're really not good. You need to have.
The company that I order my vitamins from is local out of Minnesota.
Oh,
nice.
It's all local. So like if you like, I'll say the company's name because everything
cool.
like
shout out.
My chiropractor is like, yes, this is the company Nutridyne, DYNE. So nice. Nutri, -DYNE. So check them out. Whatever. I think I swear by the company. It's really great, and it's in Minnesota. So
love.
Listen, when you can shout out a little local company, I'm always for that.
Yeah, right. I know. Okay, so let's talk about sharing the love because that's kind of what we were talking about yesterday. Oh, somebody gets fancy; they make their own.
Yeah,
good for you.
Yeah,
good for you. High five.
I know, and she's a busy lady, so that is even more impressive. Well done.
And that actually sounds delicious. I don't who
I
can you
know.
see, Jen, who that is?
Yeah, that's my friend Maricela. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Maricelo, that is actually delicious. I get my NutriBullet out once a week and do a smoothie, but I don't do them every day because I hate cleaning the NutriBullet. How ridiculous is that? But I do once a week do that. I always add berries though. I'm a berry girl.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sounds
I'm
bomb.
sorry. Go ahead, Sasha. Share the love.
Well,
Let's
I was just talking about sharing the love, you know, and my community knows that this week, like, well, I say this week, like, okay, in Park Lane World, it's day
Park Lane
2
World.
of our week, if you will. So that's why we said, anywho's, we're sharing the love by blessing a community member this week. And I was having a conversation with one of my neighbors who's in my bling boutique, and she's like, you know, what a wonderful thing that you do with your business. And I'm like, yeah, I guess it's a hidden perk is how we can bless community members, bless like nonprofits, bless silent auctions, bless all sorts of things using jewelry as our vehicle. So I would love to hear from you ladies. How have you done it in the past? Because this week we're blessing a community member who lost their whole house and everything in a house fire, which I just can't even fathom it. So that's our drive this week. So giving jewelry and gift cards as we can. But yeah.
I just think that's so powerful because listen, when women get behind anything, there is such power and movement in that.
Oh.
And I think that is so beautiful. And you're right. Like we can do that on a weekly, daily basis of, you know, what matters to you? What do you care about? What gets you up in the morning that you would love to see somebody helped? Whether it's an individual, whether it's an organization, what motivates you? What's important to you?
Put it in the comment section, you guys. If you had like an extra $300 laying around and you just wanted to give it off to somebody, where would you put that? Where would you put that? If you're comfortable, put it in the comments because we would love to know.
Yeah. I think that every business needs to have some allocated time, focus, and funds to do philanthropic things. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, you have to be fundraising focused if you're a business in 2024. You just do. We're in the people business. You know, it's funny because I think we are way more philanthropic than we even think because we, all three of us in our respective groups, give away free jewelry all the time. So we're blessing people with free jewelry and we're doing it out of the goodness of our heart. We don't have to do it. We do it because we love to make people smile, right? And then the second somebody comes up with a post on Facebook and says, I need to raise money for ... just whatever that may be, we're always lending a hand, right? Sometimes they're rock stars and it goes really well. Sometimes it doesn't, but we still donate. And I have never, and I can honestly say this, I don't know that I've ever turned down somebody who sent me a message and said, would you give me something for blah, 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 because we're having a fundraiser for this. Even if they're not my client, even if I never hear from them, even if I haven't heard from them in 10 years, I always say, absolutely, you can come pick it up. I'll put it outside for you or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I think we're all like that, but I think that's something that we don't get a chance to talk about a lot. I mean, I know, Sasha, your friend, your community member, your you know, these are our family, these people. And even though you're not close with this woman, you feel close to her and you feel the loss that she's felt this and you want to help her. And look how your community is coming together to do that. Yeah. I mean, that's just fantastic.
It's just so wonderful. Absolutely.
Very much
so that's kind of how we're partying this week is by blessing a community member. And yeah, it's just such a hidden perk to our business that, you know, I don't know. I just feel so wonderful that we're able to do that.
I think it's great. I don't put enough focus on fundraising. I kind of forget about it. I kind of sweep it under the carpet and forget about it. Jen's not in her head, you know, until something like this comes up. But I have to be honest, it's probably something we should interject monthly into our businesses and into our structure and into our meetings and things like that. My dogs are now on high alert because you hear that dog barking. That's Jen's dog.
That's Jen's dog. Jen's dog's being super.
Listen, we have she is only 8 months old now. 8 months, 9 months, whatever. And so she's a fierce protector. And so she's just letting the neighborhood know she's on watch. Your man is still there?
He just left to bye.
Everybody say hi to Otis.
Hi, Otis. Oh, he's on alert. Looking out the window.
He is like our house backs up to a park. So we get a lot of walkers, a lot of just people walking. So he just watches them.
Yeah, he's on watch too.
So listen, speaking of how we are partying this week, girls, I started really offering these 24-hour messenger parties. And they've been a pretty big hit.
Right.
Some of them, listen, Miss Jen, if it wasn't for you and your encouragement, I would have never even tried it a year ago. And that's the truth. And I found that I started offering it again. I started with the earring party because, of course, our wonderful marketing department, who pays for beautiful marketing materials for us, posted that a couple weeks ago. And I thought, okay, we're going to use this. And I targeted, just my whole community, people that are just super busy. Yeah. They're just super busy.
Right.
And I'm like, listen, and here's the thing. And I know this is going to sound so girlfriend of me, but I'm like, everybody needs a new pair of earrings, right? Like everybody needs a new pair. I struggled this morning. Should I put on the Echo? Should I put on the Dash? What should I put on? Should I put on, you know what I mean? Wishbone. Like we have a lot to choose from, but everybody doesn't have that. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to my earring gals. I'm going to go to my gals that love earrings. And I have a 24-hour party. The one girl cannot stop thanking me because she said to me, you've asked me to host 10 times and I've told you no, because it's just not my gig. This is so outside of my comfort zone. But the fact that you made it easy and fun and did it in 24 hours and gave me all the stuff I needed.
Do you know what? That's so funny that you should say that, because I have had the exact, it seems like, conversation with a gal that was like, no, like I'm so stressed out. Like I doing the parties are scary for me. She's like, okay, Jen, I'm going to do this one. This one sounds like something I can do. So yeah, so we're doing that this weekend too. And then I did one last week also, and it was a huge, huge hit. So much fun. And I think the fact that it's just like, okay, 24 hours, like we're going to hit it and you're going to pick out your new ear bling and
it's once and done. It's like a once and done thing, because I've noticed the after party doesn't work in there. Nobody's interested in the after party, but they're interested. Yeah, it's really the truth. And everything drops at one time. So they know the time. They don't have to get the notifications. It's really simple. And what I did was I decided to just make it a little bigger. And I went, you know what? We can do this as a party. Totally. This doesn't have to be just earrings. It doesn't have to be earring specific, necklace specific, bracelet specific. So if there's anybody out there that's willing to test drive this with us, let us know. I mean, I know we're 23 minutes in. Now's not the time to ask that question because there's probably not people even hanging out anymore. I don't know if there are or aren't, and I'm hoping you do. I hope somebody popped in. But if you popped in and you saw this, talk to one of us, because let me tell you what, these DM messenger parties, direct messenger, DM stands for that. They really are fun. And it's a great way to bless you and your friends with a little extra bling to come onto the spring season.
Honestly, that kind of makes sense, because like when you decide that you're going to go shopping for like a new top or whatever, you don't go shopping for 4 days straight typically, right? You just do like, okay, I'm going to go to the store, pick up my stuff and leave, and then I'm done. So they kind of make sense, really. So yeah,
they're for busy people. What do you constantly hear? I constantly hear how busy everyone is. Every time I follow up, not every time, but most of the time when I follow up with a host, that's what I'm hearing. Oh, I was busy. I didn't get a chance. And it wasn't, well, nobody else got a chance either. And how many texts do you gals have? Be honest. And direct messages where you know you need to answer them, but you just haven't had time yet, or you haven't made time, or you forgot. And then they send you a message 4 days later and go, did you get that message? And you go, oh my God, yes, I did. And I answered it in my head. Right. You know what I mean? So it's just a way to have a little bit of fun and share the bling in 24 hours.
Right, in 24 hours. We really make it painless. Right.
So I did actually a couple parties this last weekend, but one of them we did brunch and bling. Oh my gosh. So fun. So fun.
They look like.
Had a, full mimosa bar situation and hung out for a couple hours, and it was so fun. Set the jewelry out on coffee table. Everybody just hung out on the couch and did a little shopping, and it was so fun. Super fun.
Talk to me about, do you do any type of formal anything when you do those? How does it work?
It definitely depends. Like sometimes we just like sit around and chat and, we'll look at the jewelry. If people have questions, then, we'll answer questions about the jewelry. They'll try stuff on and we'll keep it like pretty casual. Well, they're always super casual. But then sometimes I'll stand up, like official or something. And I'll just like point out certain things and talk about some trends that are happening that we're seeing. Like definitely still seeing the layering that are happening for this next spring season. So we'll talk about that and show some different ways that Park Lane offers layering in necklaces and jewelry. Of course, we're seeing, big earrings that are trending, the statement earrings that are trending. So just point out the fact that Park Lane has all of those things. The favorite thing to do at my parties is when we talk about the designer inspired pieces. So we do like a little guessing game where it's like, okay, everybody, like go and look up the Roberto Coin flower ring or go look up the Cartier love bracelet, right? Like we'll go and do little look-sees and everybody loves that. Yeah.
Powerful.
So
powerful when you see how much those items. I was showing the Lux necklace last night on my live at 7:05, and I was like, just take a look at just that Hermes anchor chain. Like, take a look at it.
Right.
I mean,
right.
Insane.
Yeah.
Powerful
so that's
stuff.
always so fun. I love it. Who doesn't love a good brunch? I mean, honestly.
Well, right. Or like we're having coffee right now, right?
Yeah.
You could just meet up with a handful of your girlfriends. Exactly. And then have us come over and meet you at the local coffee shop.
Fun fact, my favorite time to party is like during the week in like the morning time. Because listen, the husbands aren't around and the kids aren't around. And it is my favorite. So if you're like, oh wait, you do that?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are mom's parties. I did a lot of mom's parties. I got out of that because my kids are at the house. But
and so many people have like flexible schedules with their work that, to take a Thursday, an extended lunch, an executive lunch on a Thursday, right? Where you leave a little early from work and go back a little late, like just a few hours is all you need to just come and hang out.
Speaking of that, do you work in an office that allows people to come in? Because we will come in and bring, I'm going to say this, we'll bring lunch or snacks or something.
Totally.
I travel with a cooler, so we have snacks.
Please bring in the coffee creamer and the DD and the party on the
honest, I mean, do you have a place where we can set up? Because we'll give you I'm not going to pigeonhole us, but I do this for real estate offices. Okay. So, I say to them, I'll come in, I just need you to announce that I'm coming, which I give them, provide the information on that. And then, you really get those walkers by that are there, like they kind of knew, and they'll come in and browse the jewelry, and I do little sneaky snacks or whatever, or lunch, and I'm telling you, it's such a nice time. Gals will sit down, they'll sit down and talk to each other, and that's what we do.
It is.
What we do.
Right.
Awesome.
I love it. It's like a power lunch with Blaine.
Totally. Okay, I have to talk about one more way that I partied this last week. It was so fun. So fun. So my new friend Kim started her business last week. And so we did a launch party is what we call them, right? Where she just started her business. She invited all her friends over. And oh my gosh, Kim and her friends were so much fun, you guys. She had first of all, this is the most important part. She had the sweetest friend that came over and in her box of magic brought things to make cocktails. So she was, as people were coming in, like, do you want something pineapple? Do you want something straw? Like, She was
Yes,
greeted.
please.
Everybody was greeted with, mocktail, cocktail. What would you like? What can I make you? Umbrella in the cup. Like, stop it. Stop it. So
Who
fun.
is this girl? Can we meet her?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. So then, after they were greeted, right, we were playing like Miss Kim had games where she had like a whole like big box where like she just would tell people to pick a number, and whoever was closest, they got to like pick a prize out of the box. It was so fun. Okay, but here's the best part.
Great.
Is that every time Miss Kim got an order, she had this big like giant like school bell. And so she would take her school bell and be like, "Thank you for my first order," right? And like everybody would cheer, and like it was
That sounds
so
fabulous.
much fun. You guys, she had an almost $400 paycheck on her launch party that she did one night with cocktails and bell ringing, and it was so fun. It was just amazing. And
That,
everybody
I've already
like
met Miss Kim, but does she have sisters? That's my
Oh,
question.
listen, all her sisters there, all her
That's
gal
fabulous.
pals, like
Oh,
they were
okay, that's
amazing.
awesome.
And so
Awesome.
many of them, well, so many of them were either new to Park Lane, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, this sale! Like, where did this sale come from? Except for
Right.
the heavens!" Like, they were so excited about our sale. And
Mhm.
then also there was a gal whose mom used to shop Park Lane, and she's like, "I have a ring." She wears it on her pinky. She has a pinky ring that her mom bought her when she was 13 years old, and she still has it. And that was just like such a testament to who Park Lane is, and just the quality and the longevity. And she was able to speak into, listen, better than I can. She has a ring that is
That's a
I
testimony.
was gonna say older than me, but I won't say that. And so just so amazing. So that was the other way that I partied this weekend, and it was just so fun. So
So
good.
she gets started, and I'm gonna guess that she got to snag the extra $200,
She
in her kit,
did.
right?
She did. Yeah.
Which
She did.
Just huge. So not only is $200
Big.
extra in her kit, so a $700 kit probably,
Yep.
and then the hostess benefits and a
And
$400
so that's
paycheck.
another $500 in shopping.
Well, and yeah, because she got a $400 paycheck, so we know if she made 30%, it was a $1,200 show. Like,
Right.
so that
Yeah.
means she had more than 10 orders. So she
That's right.
did fantastic.
She
Yeah.
got to ring that bell more than 10
You
times. That
rock.
is
And she told me, listen, when she really just wanted the $700, right? That's really what she wanted. She's like, I just can't pass that up. And I said, that's fine. But you have to do one show with me. Just do one show with me. And then she goes, "Jen, I told you I wasn't going to do this, but this is so easy. This is so fun. I told you I wasn't going to do this, but are you available? We could do another one together."
How funny. How
And
funny.
so, yeah, like I think that's really too, like what we say is maybe you don't know that it's for you. Maybe you're like, "Oh my gosh, like, no, but I want that $700 in jewelry," right? Say yes. Say yes to the $700 in jewelry. Let one of us, whoever your stylist is, do one party for us. Or you could have all three of us. If it's online, you could have all three of us do your party for you. Special request. If you're watching this live and you say yes, if you literally say yes today and you're
we'll do
like,
it.
listen,
No!
winning, do it again. Oh my gosh.
I'm
Okay.
on my phone!
So listen, if you literally say yes today, Janine's bringing the fireworks to your party. All right?
Insane!
oh my
I love it.
What is going
Listen, you have the magic fingers. I'm just saying.
And you need a big paw to go. Well, listen, girls, we have gone over 30 minutes yet again, but I have to say, these Friday coffee talks are literally the highlight of my week. Literally the highlight of my week. Spending time with you girls. And also, I want to thank both of you for coming live in a party this week with me. My host was really excited about that. So thank you so much. But yeah, we try to partner and do this all the time, girls. And I know we're going long, but we just want you to grab a cup of coffee and take a break. That's it. So we hope you catch, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. If you did, do us a favor and just drop a comment. Let us know you liked what you heard, or you heard something new, or you want to share this with a friend. And that's all we ask. That's all we ask, right, girls?
Yeah.
Right.
All right, Miss Janine, we'll close this out with your magical fireworks. And what do you say when you end your live every time? Because I love it so much.
I'm going to end this as I end all things, and that is sparkle on, sisters, because you deserve it. Take care. Have a great Friday and a great weekend, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.